Hello, welcome to Sunday morning coffee. Woo, number something. Um, oh gosh. Oh no. Um, I'd like to preface this with I'm not well at all, so I'm going to kind of speed run through my notes. I wasn't sure if I was going to do the stream today, which is why it was put up last minute. Um, I was assuming I wasn't, but then about 9 o'clock, I thought, well, I might as well break up the day a little bit. Um, so I will do the little update on my brain, and then I've got actually quite a bit of bad Squiddo news. Yeah, apologise for all being a bit, all being a bit all over the place. So, you saw me last week, and I had the hour-long show because I wanted to catch up on loads of things. Um, and I mentioned that I'd knocked myself out. It took. When did I mention? God, here we go. There's a sign of it. Oh yeah, it was Friday I went to A&E, wasn't it? Last Friday. So I would have done a show after that, mentioning that. Okay, I think so. So yeah, I ended up going to A&E because it seemed to be getting worse, and I think part of it was shock, where I thought, "Ah, it's fine," and kind of just wanting to get on with it, and then it seemed to be getting worse and worse. So I mentioned that, yeah, I ended up going to A&E with my head. So thank you, Evil Ginger, confirming that. So I kind of garbled for an hour last Sunday, and then this week I've mostly been off work, um, as it's been getting worse. And yesterday and the last 3 days, it's got significantly worse each day. So my head's in a massive vice at the moment. Um, I've even cancelled the garden centre trip. That's how ill I am. Um, so I don't know what's up. Well, I assume it's just still just the standard concussion being terrible. But the drugs just aren't touching the sides of it. My head and my energy is just like there. But I forced myself out yesterday to go to Foundry, Wargames Foundry, where they have Bring Out Your Lead, which gets abbreviated to Boil. Um, and that's a Oldhammer celebration. And I love it because I love Oldhammer. And I really didn't want to miss it because the last few years I've missed it for various reasons. And I thought, I'm going to go. I'm going to go because I want to see the people. Hello, nice chunk of people in here. Um, so I was there quite a while, to be fair, but I was mostly a walking corpse. So apologies to anyone who kind of got like a dead stare from me. But it was nice to wander around in a dead stare manner. Yeah, I do need brain juice just pumping back in. So I've got that to talk about. Bring out your lads. Community minis, big restock. Ghoul. I'll do this first, actually, so you can think about it. One of my big holdbacks at the moment for my ghoul project is I'm doing a queen ghoul, but I want it to be quite big, like that trope of the king ghoul, basically, where they get all the food brought to them first, so they're kind of like sat on the big throne. Although I'm not a fan of seating miniatures, well, just because they don't sell as well. That's the only reason. Um, but I want quite a large ghoul queen, that reigns over them all and gets that first. Before they're allowed to eat, they have to bring it to the ghoul queen, that sort of thing. And I need to design her, which I haven't done. So if you've got any ideas of things that a ghoul queen, because I've already got a ghoul queen, she's the one that's kind of more to go on top of a mount, whereas I want this to be like a really almighty, regal, sort of, again, Oldhammer style queen. So if you've got any particular thoughts. Peter says, how about she's riding on a shield held up by other ghouls? I did think about this sort of stuff, but they just don't sell as well, any of those sort of specific things. But I kind of would like that. Oh yeah, just like on a pile of corpses or something like that. Um, I'll still put it into my list of vague ideas. Hey Daniel. Um, so that's been on the back of my mind. So I'm afraid I am gonna kind of speed run through this because my brain is appalling. Um, I would rather be here. Oh yeah, for Gary says I'd rather be here with all of you than Gen Con. Hopefully get to Boyle next year. Yeah, I definitely recommend Boyle. We had loads of Americans there, and I was kind of like, but Gen Con's on. Why are you over here? Oh yeah, actually, as much as Gen Con looks awesome, and I am going to go at some point, uh, a nice smaller, more personal thing is sometimes preferable. It seemed like the queues. The queues looked absolutely wild. Pile of corpses suspended on giant spider legs made of body parts. Well, I forgot. Um, cool queen holding a big pile of skulls, let them drop to the ground like someone with a pile of gold coins. Ooh. Somebody can collate all of these suggestions, like Andy perhaps could just copy paste all of the suggestions there into a little list. That'd be really handy. Save me going back through bowls and bones and gore. I've got some ghouls to show you as well. So yesterday, Oldhammer, everyone's there. I love it. So in terms of legends, I got one of my best photos because I've been very unhappy with photos of myself lately. And then there was a picture that was wicked. I'm like, yep, that is now my new favourite picture with Trish Carden and Louise Sugden. And it's like power trio of women in the hobby, which was wicked. We had a really nice chat, and obviously because it's so busy there and my brain's dead, we're saying, well, we need to have like a decent, decent non-chat, chat where there's not millions of people, all crown and scepter, like that. Kid crawl with pigtails and a jump rope made of intestines. You're not far off some of the stuff we've been sculpting actually. I keep trying to have to bring it back a bit, going, oh no, we'll get sold off. So there were loads. So I've got what's on my little list of people I could remember in terms of celebrities. I didn't see Brian actually. I saw Diane Ansell. She was running around doing that sort of panicked running an event thing. Tim Prow gave me a little lift. So he got me there. Bless him. That's thanks to Tim. And I hung around with Fenris, who I think he's out walking at the moment. I don't think he's in here. But Ian from Fenris, I've got Trish, Louise Sugden, Gary Morley, Tony Ackland, John Blanche. They're all there. Oh yeah, I met a sword made from a spine. So you good? You've got more brain than I have. I was going, oh no, big ghoul, big ghoul. I met someone called Tina. Let me find her. The demographics was way better this year, which was ace. Because I do affectionately call it Old Man Fest. I'm off to Old Man Fest at the weekend. But there were women and everything. Tina, who's an artist, she showed me some of her sculpts and work, and they were wicked. So I'm gonna give her a business chat after this, because I hate when you kind of meet someone and it's busy and you don't really want to talk direct business. So I kind of go, ooh, we'll do a future chat on that. But she does all this sort of stuff. Look at those. She does little sculpts as well. Little sculpts of like the cute little things. So they're all her so what's the Instagram to show you? Teen Fielding. Let me see if I can zoom in on it so you can know it doesn't work. There you go. It won't zoom, but we haven't had cup reveal yet, Gary. It's just a standard mug that I found, my pig and baggy. Been trying to stay hydrated, so I thought I'd get a mega mug. Yeah, she had loads of sculpts, they're really nice, and it was a really, really sweet conversation. I'll show you a couple more of her sculpts. I like this little gob troll rock. How cute that is. So yeah, give her a follow. Those are really cute. So yeah, it's just little quirky, cute things, which I'm glad more of this is happening because I'm obviously a fan of little quirky, cute things. I've got their Foundry, my Foundry fantasy. Yeah, me and Ian were walking around going, because Foundry are moving. I'm not sure where they're moving to, but they've been there a really long time, and it's like a massive stately home with stables and stuff. So um the business bits are all in these different stables and old barns. Really nice building. We were like, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Now it's back on the market. Yeah, we'll take it. I dread to think how expensive the place is. But it's nice to fantasize. We're like, oh yeah, that could be the casting bit. You could have that there. All the stock here. It's something hall. I can't remember what it's called. Something hall. Um, there were freebies all day. Oh yeah, so people have asked like, what is old man fest? Um, it's kind of a bit. Someone described it a bit like a wedding, like a annual wedding reception. Which I kind of like. So in terms of things to do, it's generally if you've sort of booked it in advance. So there's people running games. Some of them you can sort of just drop in. Others they've planned it in advance. So just different old versions of different Games Workshop-y type stuff. Going right back to some of the really old stuff. So there's people playing those. There's loads of people like me that just sort of wandering about. So it's just the chat, and there's nothing getting in the way of the chat. Although this time it was my brain, but it's because there's no trade or anything like. There's no trade show. There's no things for sale other than the Foundry gift shop. It's it's nice being able to just kind of chat and not have to be dashing off to anything, which is why I've never played games there because I think I'll just end up being pulled. So you kind of just mill about chatting really. So they've got in their stables, they've got all of the Foundry stock. So it's their shop basically. But they've also got cabinets of loads of really old figures. That's the stuff I really like. So you can look through some of those and the old painted jobbies. So obviously I've got through all of the classic amazing sculptors over the years. There's loads of like Coppleston and stuff. Some of those really oldies in there. So kind of look around, chat to people, drink coffee. That's kind of it, which is perfect. Which is why I forced myself to go because I was feeling really, really bad. Well, not as bad as today, but I woke up yesterday, and I think if I hadn't have cancelled the last few years, I'd have not gone. But I really wanted to go. I thought, well, again, I've just got to wander about drinking coffee, chatting to people, which is why I've done this. I'm not martyring myself, but I wanted to keep this up because we've missed so many of them. So it's important for that reason. But also, I am just sort of chatting. I'm not looking at the screen too much because bright lights are hurting me. So that's a little bit of martyring. But if I do 20 minutes, we're on 13. If I do 20 minutes of chatting, it's not going to kill me, and it means I feel a bit better having done the show and told you about the cool stuff because I do like I do like doing this. It helps me remember what the heck I've been up to in the week as well. So loads of people had freebies. So I got loads of free. I saw my friend Nigel Woods that I haven't seen for ages. He lives in America, and he had loads of cute little. Again, you won't be able to see. It's a little fish guy with legs. It's a shame people don't have like notes with them because I don't know who some of them were, but this chap gave me this guy. So there's lots of these little freebie things. I thought I might bring some freebies next time. I got that from Ian. That's his new freebie with Fenris. So if you're ordering stuff from Fenris, you get this at the moment. So you should go order because it's wicked. So there's a little billboard. You could turn it into a fridge magnet if you wanted, really easily. But it'd be a really good billboard for your like post-pop games and stuff. So I got. Okay, you won't be able to see because they're small and there's no autofocus. But this little cannon guy, little goblin. Oh no! And this is Annie has ghoul fever, aversion to bright lights, feasting on questionable heaps of food. This is true, actually. And then Tim, who gave me the lift, he made the event mini this year. And it's a little dude. Ooh. go on there. Not that you'll see him anyway, but it's a little dude sat cross-legged on a little floating chair. That's the mini that everyone gets that's free. So that's really nice. It's a really nice cast actually. Um, I judge. I can't look at minis anymore. Someone gives me a mini, and I just sort of I'm like, oh yeah, not looking at anything else. I'm like, what's it cast like? What's the sculpting quality? Cast nicely they are. I like that. Very um, high level metal. um, so they're all over my notes now. I have a little bit of coffee. Morning, Jill. I'm not, I'm afraid. I'm doing worse. but I'm bored. The dangerously bored. So that was Oldhammerfest yesterday. Wicked. More fun than I remember actually, because I remember it being fun, but so you forget, don't you? And I'm really glad I made the effort to go to that and yeah, meet some new people, chat to some existing ones. Tim Brown made some really embarrassing car manoeuvres when we got there. Just as someone said, "Are you Annie from Bad Squiddo?" So I was in the passenger seat, and I went, "Not at the moment. I'm not Bad Squiddo right now. No, just a civilian. No, I'm not in this car making the embarrassing manoeuvres." That was fun. Community minis are here. So I went into the office Friday because there was some massive restock of basically everything because I've been waiting on. I did it in two big waves. There's been stuff that I just needed, basically quite boring. Things ran out of stock, then you need to get them cast again. Restocking, keeping this entire range in stock costs a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So I had the second wave arrive. I stocked them all in, so now if there's anything that you kind of wanted off the website and it wasn't there, you can go get them now. And if you're waiting on a part ship, the part ship either shipped Friday or will be hopefully tomorrow, but I don't know. It sucks. It does suck. But part of the mega restock, community minis are here. So the production casts of community minis are here, but I haven't updated the blog with the sculpts or any of the updates. So I need to do that. Again, none of it right now because I can't. I just can't look at anything or think about anything, which is rubbish. But I need to sort out changing all of your Ko-fi money into gift cards basically, and then whack them on the website. Because as soon as I sort that, you can basically have them like straight away. Because I'll need to make well, I need to. They're all painted apart from two of them, which John has got now, and so then you get your normal card with the painted picture on it, and then you're gonna get a little card with some little artwork and something about her on there as well. So I'm quite chuffed for that. I don't know if I'll do that as a limited thing, like first 100 or something like that. So yeah, there's stuff that's happening with them, and it is soon. It's just I'm just really frustrated, as you can imagine, that there's just so much I need to do, and I can't. And it's always that like, we need to rest, but also all these things really need doing. I really need to write the phone photography tutorial for John Hodgson Maps because that's the only thing they're waiting on. Me. And my brain, as soon as I go to start typing, it just can't think of words. So again, I'm really frustrated because I don't like, anyone having to wait on me or anything like that. Ands and ghouls. So I was showing people my Queen Anne's yesterday. Paul's sculpting a few more ghouls. So pretty much the few he's working on now, and then Queen Ghoul. And that will be enough that we can do the mini ghoul Kickstarter. So we've got this stridey guy. Woo! And this one holding the head up. Woo! So these are just test casts, but they have got the approval because they look wicked. They're the two men ghouls. The rest are all women ghouls. These are the breeder ones in my horrible ghoul matriarchy. No one's going to die if I take a few days. I've taken 2 weeks. That's the major issue. Hey Tom, sorry the live that you have caught is me just being ill. It's normally better. They'll tell you that it's normally better. So we got these. It looks like he's doing finger guns. Um, yeah, it's very frustrating having that time off. I did link to it, Lil, in Baggy's Cave. Hello there, Lil. Maybe I've got lots that needs packing, so potentially, but I'm going to see how I feel sort of Monday, Tuesday first, and then see. My Princess Anne's have arrived. These are also with John for adding knowledge as a close-up magic show. There's normally pyrotechnics and everything. Again, you can't probably see because they're little, but this is Princess Anne. On the invoice, we called her Darth Anne and all her gear. Hopefully, good for your historical and imaginations, and just because it's cool. So she can't go on a horse yet because she's on the tab, but she'll go on a horse there. Doo-ba-doo. So they're in the paintings. There's lots happening. This is good. I like my people doing the things. I received a massive load of painted minis from John in the week, so I did a little impromptu unbox, which is on the Facebook page. So you can watch that, where I just kind of unbox like 20 figures or something. So they all need photographing, so then they can have the packaging. Once I can release them to shops, to retail, and to everyone else, that should be some money incoming. That's pretty much the news. Jess, I'm going to tell people that's Napoleon. Yeah, afterwards I was like, oh, why didn't I do her in Napoleon pose? That would have been even cooler. Damn it. But never mind. Her in her riding is just as cool. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, so it's all happening. So we've got people painting things, people sculpting things. Shane's doing some cool stuff. There's still just so many things I need to get on with. Yeah, as soon as I try, my brain just explodes out my eyes, graphically. So, pigs are all good, animals are all good. I did treat myself to this. I don't know if I'll be able to do it while I'm ill, especially not today, but I thought this may be something that I give up on quite quickly or becomes my new hobby. And it was, shamefully, I saw it on TikTok and thought, these are ace. They're little book nooks. So I got one, this is a book nook. And they're like mini doll's house that you put between your books. So I thought it could get me out of my hobby funk because I don't need to paint anything. And you get all these bits. Look at that. Well, Chuff. You get all these little bits. The only bad reviews just said that it took too long. I'm like, well, that's the point. It's a project. All these little bits. And you can see the size. They're the little MDF bits, and you build it all within that. And then there's little lights as well. And it just sits in between your books. There's all the other little bits. I'm just kind of intrigued. And I thought it was this sort of thing where you have a day clear the kitchen table because there's so many little bits. And I thought if it does work, I'd be inspired to get like Ian to cut me some of the base bits and make some for fun with like Squiddo minis in there and some of the terrain, and just get some like little aquarium bits. Yeah, it's got all the wiring because you get a little lighting up. So it looks quite cool, but I will not be doing it today. That's the thing as well. I can't do anything, so I've been sleeping, and then I have a headache from oversleeping, so I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. It's rubbish. I'm sure I had something to show you on my phone, because I've got my phone here for a reason, but it doesn't say it. I've been pottering in the garden. That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go, I'm afraid. Still did manage 24 minutes there. So I feel like crap. Still have concussion. Still have a sinus infection. Still pretty much unable to work, but in that bit where I feel like I should be, and then as soon as I go to do stuff, it's like, whoop, nope. And I'm frustrated because there's just been a lot, hasn't it? Like I just feel like I'm always saying I'm ill or something's up. I just don't want. I want to just be getting on with stuff. And it has been sort of one thing after another. I've discovered, I've accepted that I probably am cursed. Remember when I had that migraine for like 2 months? And then that just sort of went, oh, like, what's that about? So it feels comparable to that. That was absolute rubbish. Mm. Yeah, thanks, Jill, and Evil Ginger and Co. It is ZUCC. What was I going to say other than that? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to bed for a bit because it is just like that. I'll show you my bad Squiddo t-shirt before I go. What do you think about this? Woo! So it's more of a stealth design. This is a test. Oh, go back, you can see it all. This is a test for t-shirts that aren't as obvious. So it's more of a pattern. But it looks quite cool, doesn't it? I am going to be doing something with that one day. Yeah, start getting excited for ghouls. Think of some cool ghoul ideas, and then I think while I'm just sort of stuck here staring at the ceiling, I can think of some ideas for ghoul queen as well. And I've got some beautiful artwork as well to go with them. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. It just looks really nice. So thanks for coming along. Um, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. And I did martyr, martyred a little bit. Just because I know that you get up on Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. You're like, oh, she's not doing a show. It's gone jaunted my day now. So here I am. Right, thanks very much. If you haven't done the old like and subscribe and stuff, go on. You know what's up. Bye. Thank you. Oh, where's my button? There it is.